And here we go, we're moving on to the boss fight.
Boring. I'm out of here. Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay, bring it on.
And here we go, so F61 Big Foot. Interesting name. Oh, it's 6T, not 6-1. So yeah, this boss fight is pretty simple. Yeah, you can't really control the camera. The camera pretty much locks in on the enemy itself, which, to be honest, is not really that bad. I know it looks a little obnoxious, but despite what critics say, this is actually really not so bad. Yeah. So you pretty much just have to do a homing attack at the cockpit, which is pretty much the weak spot. Alright, let's get this done and over. Okay, seriously, there's like cop cars on both ends, and they don't, oh, I don't know, try to shoot Sonic? Oh, wait, we can't have guns in a Sonic game, even though this guy is trying to shoot his guns at me. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm one of the few people who personally didn't hate Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, the video game Shadow the Hedgehog. In fact, honestly, I think it's probably the most overhated Sonic game. Now, there are flaws, for sure. I mean, the mission structure can get very, very repetitive, and some of the missions you have to complete can get really repetitive as well. But as a whole, I personally did like Shadow the Hedgehog. Flawed, but enjoyable. Alright, no boxes to stand on. And yeah, the boxes outside of these circles you can't stand on for some reason. So yeah, Planet of the Chow. So yeah, you'll see some billboard cameos and whatever here and there that actually... Yeah, so like Chaos Coda, or Chaos Cola, I mean. There we go, so defeated F6T Bigfoot. Interesting name. So yeah, why are we outrunning the military? Well, apparently I've stolen something that is crucial to the military, and we'll find out in this cutscene.
What?
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald! Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say something, you fake hedgehog!
Chaos Control!
So yeah, this is Shadow's debut. This is Shadow's very first game, and this is definitely Shadow at his best in terms of his appearances. Anything afterwards is between decent to just bad.
Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
Shadow. I'm the world's ultimate life form. There's no time for games. Farewell.
Bye, Shadow. See you another time. Don't shoot him. He may have killed some innocents and robots, but don't shoot him. So now we're in a desert area. First time seeing Knuckles and Rouge, and this is Rouge's debut as well.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful. What the?
What? Me?
Look who's calling who at me.
Oh.
I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, isn't it? Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I guess I can use it for something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, Knucklehead. Not if I can help it.
Yeah, so you might notice a problem with these cutscenes, which I will address soon.
And look what you did to my emerald!
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald.
Doesn't matter. I'll look into it once I get back to the base.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me. All the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
Yeah, and you can't have 4 of mine. Alright, so now we are playing as Knuckles in Wild Canyon. So just like Sonic Adventure 1, we have to pretty much find pieces of the Master Emerald, and right off the bat, one piece is somewhere over here. So yeah, the radar pretty much indicates where these emerald pieces are going to be, and I think it's up here. There we go. So yeah, that was pretty easy. Now, apparently, I never actually knew this until I was watching a review, but if you read these radars, which give you a clue on where the emerald is... Okay, for some reason it didn't happen, but apparently it decreases your score every time you read those hints. So what was that hint? A bird box in the shade. Yeah, so we just have to keep an eye on the radar, and one thing that I'll be honest, the emerald hunting, like, I do like Knuckles and... like Knuckles and Rouge's treasure hunting stages for sure. Same thing with, you know, Tails and Eggman's shooting stages and whatever. And the thing is that it was one of the things that some people will criticize because it's not fast, it's not Sonic. Come on, I can still go fast when I'm playing as, like, Knuckles and Rouge. And as you saw when I was getting that third emerald, the radar didn't appear, and that was one thing that I think was done better when you're playing, get the emerald. That was one thing that I think was done better in the first game, Sonic Adventure 1, is that you could actually get, you know, all the radars working at once, so it wasn't just, where is it? Oh, life, awesome. You can get all the radars working, geez, stop it, Knuckles. You can get the radars working all at once, so you didn't have to collect one emerald piece in order to get another radar working. Like, I know they did it just so they can keep a linear path, but I'll definitely say the treasure hunting was done better in... Yeah, A rank! The treasure hunting was definitely done better in Sonic Adventure 1. But as is, I do like the treasure hunting in this game, and I will admit there's only one level, which we won't get into until very near the end of the game, that I personally didn't really like. So, Prison Island. So here we go, now we get introduced to Tails, and this was my first introduction to Tails.
This must be the island. It's a secret military base that is reinforced and super strong. It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV.
Seriously, is he like recording a diary or something?
Destroy the military building or rob the bank. Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way.
Okay, he's gotta be recording a diary or something.
Look, it's Amy! And Eggman, too!
Amy's a Daniel in distress. That automatically makes her a bad character.
Seriously, f*** off, people.
Tornado transformation!
And here we go. So we get to do a boss fight as Tails. So yeah, we start off with a boss fight instead of actually playing off, you know, with a stage as Tails. Dr. Eggman. He is the Eggman. Oh, yes, sir, yes. He is the Eggman. Come on. Yeah, so this boss fight is pretty easy, to be honest. Near the end, it's actually kind of one of... I'll admit, the second time we face off against Eggman, it's one of the worst bosses in the game, to be honest. Mostly because it comes down to random luck when it comes to defeating the boss. But here, it's pretty simple. So yeah, Bond defeated Eggman. So why is Eggman on Prison Island after we've seen him in the desert? Well, it makes much more sense when you watch Team Dark's story.
But the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
You won't be so lucky.
Wow, Tails, you did it! But what are you doing here on this island?
No, thank yous.
You should be asking that question. Don't you know it's dangerous here? I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic. Again? Hurry! I know Eggman's up to no good again. Okay, just wait here and I'll be right back. Don't leave without me! I want to help Sonic too!
Well, keep a little girl with some panties under her dress. So here we go, Prison Lane. So find the core of the prison. So yeah, pretty much Sonic and Tails' stages are going to be linear. Whereas anything with Knuckles is, of course, finding pieces of the Master Emerald or possibly something else later on. So hey, Chow. More enemies that are locked down at one time means more bonus points. Thanks a lot, Omo Chow. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to ignore the Omo Chows because the Omo Chows are definitely annoying. So yeah, one flaw that I will admit, like definitely the game's biggest flaw is the cutscenes itself. Like whoever was, you know, lead of the sound design, they should have been fired because yeah, sometimes the music itself will be way too loud that it's what was the point of coming up here? Sometimes the music itself will be way too loud that it's impossible to hear the dialogue and all that. And the thing is that there's moments where sometimes the character's lines will cut off another character's lines in the middle of a cutscene. Now the reason for that is because in the Japanese version, the characters didn't cut lines, and that is because they have a lot less words and syllables to say compared to saying, you know, whatever in English. So when they speak in English, then their dialogue sometimes crosses over each other. So yeah, definitely the game's biggest flaw is definitely the dialogue. Not that it's badly written. I mean, it's cheesy for sure, but, you know, cheesy in a good way. No, I don't want the Chow key. Screw the Chow key. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much straightforward. Pretty much just shoots down some enemies. So this is pretty much similar to the, gameplay with, E102 Gamma from Sonic Adventure 1. And yeah. I mean, I'll definitely admit that I can see how some people can get annoyed with, you know, Knuckles, Rouge's, Tails, and Eggman's gameplay and all that. But yeah, even though I will agree that Sonic and Shadow's gameplay is better, doesn't mean that that automatically counts as, you know, oh, the rest suck or whatever because they don't have as much speed. I mean, yeah, I do like Sonic and Shadow's stages a lot more better, but just because it's better does not necessarily mean that these stages suck. I mean, I do like playing these stages, for sure. Alright, sorry, I'm just looking around. I'm not sure if you can actually get the power-up that is in this level. I don't think you can. I think I have to get another power-up. Like, sometimes the power-ups in this game, you have to get another power-up from another level or whatever in order to get a power-up that is within the current level. Like, when we were going through City Escape, there's one particular area that's only possible to get to when we get a certain weaponary item, or not a weaponary item, but an item that can help us break metal crates, which is an upgrade item that we're going to get as all 6 characters. And yeah, for Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, and Rouge, each of them have 5 stages each, which means 5 power upgrades. Actually, no, that's not entirely true. There's actually a particular stage as Tails and Rouge where they have something that's different than their usual gameplay, and because of that, that means Rouge and Tails only have 4 power-up items as opposed to, well, 5, like their 5 stages and whatever. Yeah, because one feature that we can use is hover, and we don't have the hover ability as of now. I think we don't get the hover ability until the next stage for Tails, which should come later. Alright, Go Rain, here we come. So yeah, we're getting all the Chaos Drives. Yeah, that's what they were called, the Chaos Drives, pretty much for nothing. Alright, what's our score on this one?
That was easy.
That was easy, but we could do better than a C rank, could we? So there we go. So we played through the 3 different types of gameplay in this game, and yeah, very enjoyable for sure. And here we go, some quote-unquote comedic antics with Sonic and Amy. Yeah.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
How'd you get here?
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way!
I thought I had you this time.
Yeah, I'll admit, Amy is not perfect in this game.
That black hedgehog came here with Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write that? Wait for me, Sonic! He's such a brat sometimes.
Now, an interesting fact is that the writing on the wall actually might be referring to another character that we will meet later on in the game. Or technically not meet, but get more introduced to later on in the game. A few times in the Dark story, but not until like the last story, which won't be available until we completed the Hero and Dark story. That this character that will appear, like this was probably his whole, the cell that he was in was probably the Holden cell that Sonic was also in as well. Hello, Chow. Yeah, moments like that is definitely what makes this game definitely the best Sonic game in my opinion. Not because of the nostalgia, but pretty much for the fact that it balances speed and platform in the right way. So here we go. This is one of the power-up items, so light shoes. So light dash to move at the speed light along the paths of rains. The action window will appear near the rain, so press the B button to get them. Hello, Chow. Omo Chow. So yeah, when we see a trail of rains like this, we use that. Something that I couldn't do in City Escape until I got the power-up. So yeah, this is definitely one of the most iconic power-ups in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. And what else do I need to say? So yeah, as you saw with the cutscene with Amy, she said that she saw the Black Hedgehog, which is Shadow, and of course for the fact that the Black Hedgehog came with Dr. Eggman. Now, all we saw is that Amy was being cornered by Dr. Eggman, and yeah, we have to play through the Dark story in order to see how Amy knew about Shadow. And yeah, for those of you who are wondering, no, Amy is not a playable character in the main story, but she is an optional character that you can play as in multiplayer. Yeah, so this... Yeah, so if you saw those enemies off to the side, apparently if you follow this trail of enemies and continue going up, you can actually get a higher score when you get to the top. And to be honest, I've never been able to do it because you got to be perfect when it comes to getting to the top of the missile silo. And it's really hard to pull off. Alright, missile one up, and I missed pretty much every single item. So yeah, this stage is pretty short for the most part. Yeah, almost fell in the water, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, the writing on the wall, for those of you who know who the main antagonist is in the game, some people theorize that this holding cell that Sonic was in was the same holding cell that that guy was in. And that guy we will see later on in the story near the end. So here we go. That was 4 stages complete, and yeah, as I said, I won't be going to the Chow Garden during the story.
Phew. So far, so good.
Yep.
Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you, Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh? You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you eat those words.
Yeah. I know on a writing aspect it might look generic, but honestly, when you actually know like the motives of the characters, it's honestly not bad writing. Like, obviously, people find that to be totally out of character compared to what Sonic and Shadow are supposed to be, but honestly, the one thing that's not uncommon for Sonic is that he lets his ego get in the way. And the thing is that once we learn more about Shadow's backstory, which we will only learn in the Dark story, there's more to Shadow's character than just him being, you know, a dark, angsty little version of Sonic and whatever. I mean, there's a lot more to the characters than what you're seeing right now. So yeah, pretty much just spam the button until you defeat Shadow. So yeah, one more hit. And there we go, he's down. That was pretty easy.
Do you know who I am?
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, motherfucker! Don't mess with my ego. And yeah, Green Forest is our next level, so escape from the island in 8 minutes? Why do we have a time limit?
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up?
Okay, first we were killing civilians in City Escape, and now an entire prison island is gonna blow up.
Get out of here. Find Amy, Taylor. Right way.
So yeah, things are only just escalating, guys. So, let me check and see how much time I've recorded. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop here. So, thank you guys so much for watching this first session. So I'm gonna be dividing this into 2 parts. One for July 20th and one for July 21st. And on July 22nd, I won't be uploading a 3rd part, as on July 22nd, we're gonna possibly get the reveal of the next Sonic game that's gonna be coming out in 2017. And that's something that I'll definitely look forward to when it comes. So yeah, we can continue on with the story, go to the dark story, but we're gonna be continuing on with the hero story in the next session. And here's our select thing. So yeah, we can go to the Chow world and then of course go to the other missions that we've completed on this world map. So A rank, C rank, C rank, no ranks, B rank. So yeah, very good start so far. So thank you guys so much for watching this first session. So I'll be uploading part 1 on the 20th and part 2 as what you're watching now on the 21st. So the next part, I'm not going to be uploading the next day, as I'm going to see if there's any particular announcements at this convention that is going on. Like, there's a convention that's going on, I don't know where. I think it's in the UK or whatever, like in London, or I don't know. Point being, I can't even pay enough money to take flight there. But yeah, if they announce a new Sonic game, which a lot of people think is going to happen, I'll definitely cover the new Sonic game and whatever on the 22nd, and then hopefully I'll get back to Let's Playing this game and releasing it either on the 23rd or 24th. So thank you guys so much for watching this first session. I am so glad that I've started Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, the very first Sonic game I have ever played, and personally my favorite Sonic game of all time. Not just because of nostalgia, but because it balances out action and platforming very well. That, and along with like the Sonic Rush games. I mean, I think the Sonic Rush games and the Sonic Adventure games balances out the speed and platforming very well. And for those of you who are like, well, what about Sonic Colors? Well, I might address my opinions on Sonic Colors. I mean, it's a good game for sure, but I will definitely address my opinions on Sonic Colors in another Sonic video in the future. So yeah, if you guys haven't played this game, definitely give it a try. It's totally worth your money. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Sonic video, or whenever I'll probably give my opinions on the new Sonic trailer for the new Sonic game. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next session. Goodbye.